here are 3 reasons why you should use credit cards, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, credit cards are evil. They're terrible. They're going to charge you a bunch of interest, and you're going to, I don't know, like your life's going to suck. But credit cards are actually awesome, okay? And here are 3 massive reasons why I use credit cards, okay? And top of the list is security, all right? If you're going around and you're using your debit card, okay, or you're using cash to buy things, then if you've got cash on you, it's very easy for that to get stolen, right? And if you've got a debit card, it's also very easy for your money to get stolen, okay? And the difference is if you use a credit card, when you spend off of that credit card, that money is getting drawn from that credit card company, all right? It's not getting taken out of your bank account, all right? When you use a debit card, that debit card is directly linked to your money in your bank account, okay? So if somebody gets a hold of that debit card and they're able to use it, they can take all the money out of your bank account, all right? And they are directly accessing those funds. Now, if you were to try to talk to your bank and get that money back, sometimes you can't, okay? Once it's gone, it's gone. And if you do, it usually can take quite a while, all right? It can take quite a few months, and it can be a very painstaking, difficult process. There's a lot of shit you got to go through, all right? But if you use a credit card, it's super easy if you've got a good provider. And typically, it's just a matter of making a phone call, telling them, hey, there's fraudulent activity. Somebody tried to use my credit card. They made some fraudulent purchases. I need to get a new credit card. Can you just go ahead and wipe those from my account? And that pretty much is all you have to do, and they'll just get rid of it, right? It's very easy to deal with that fraud, all right, when you're using a credit card versus a debit card. And a big thing with that, too, is if you're out cash, okay, for 9 months, all right, that's going to have a big impact on you. What does that mean? Maybe you can't pay rent. Maybe you can't buy food. Like maybe there's a lot of things, and then maybe you can't pay down your credit cards. Okay, so now you're paying interest on them. There's a lot of weird stuff that starts to happen if people actually get access to your bank account and your information. They're able to actually take that money directly out. Okay, it's going to hurt you a lot more than if they just hack your credit card and then it's like, okay, cool, I just get a new credit card. You have a lot more leverage if you still have that money in your bank account and maybe they just hack your credit card. So that's the first reason. Okay, and that is a massive reason why you should be using a credit card. And it's something which nobody told me about when I was younger. And I wish I had known this. Like, I was like, dude, like why didn't people tell me this before? So that's what I'm telling you, okay? I make every single one of these videos as if I'm speaking to one of my brothers. And this is the type of stuff I want my brothers to be watching, all right? Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. And then the second thing is you can actually get rewards, all right? You can get cash back. You can get free travel. You can get all types of rewards from using your credit card, okay? Your debit card is not going to pay you. Now, again, there might be some type of weird, debit cards out there now that do. But for the most part, any debit card that I've used, it does not give me cash back rewards, all right? Versus, I have credit cards that give me as much as 5% cash back, okay? I get cash back, for example, my Amazon card. I get 5% back on every purchase I buy, everything I buy at Amazon, right? And then I get other ones that give me a good amount of cash back when I go to gas stations, to restaurants, when I go to the store, everything that I do. Every purchase I make, I'm getting cash back, okay? And I have made thousands of dollars. I'm not even kidding you. I've made thousands and thousands of dollars just from cash back alone, just from using credit cards when I go to buy things. So that is a massive, massive perk. And on top of that, a lot of them actually offer intro bonuses, okay? I've made a couple, again, thousands of dollars off of just signing up for credit cards and getting intro bonuses, okay? You can easily land, $250. I got $800 in free plane flights for one other card that I got, right? It's very easy to actually get tons of rewards as intro bonuses when you sign up for credit cards. So that's another thing you definitely want to take advantage of. And then really the third thing that I want to bring up here is you actually can leverage somebody else's money and use that to make yourself more money, okay? And you just have a certain time frame that you've got to obviously pay it back in, all right? And I know a lot of people are like, well, what if you get charged interest? Okay, 2 things. 1, you have about 30 days to actually pay down your credit card, all right, before you get charged interest. So if you can be smart and you can find ways to actually take that money, utilize it, and then pay it back within that time frame, and there are a lot of ways to do this, all right, then you're not going to ever pay interest, all right? I've never paid interest in my life. And honestly, like if I did, as long as I was making money off of it, it wouldn't matter. But I've never actually paid interest on a credit card in my life. And I've used credit cards quite a bit. In fact, everything that I buy, I use a credit card with, all right? So you can use them without paying interest, but the big thing here is you can actually leverage somebody else's money to actually make yourself more money, all right? And you just have that time frame which you've got to do it in, and then obviously you have to pay it off. But what you can do is, if it's stuff that you're going to run, like for ads, for example, one of the things you can do is you can take that money, you can run ads, okay? You can generate more customers for your business, all right, that actually produce more money for you than those ads cost, all right? And then boom, now you just made more money. You collected it from signing those people up, and then you just pay off your credit card with the money you got from them. Now you have additional money on top of that. You take that additional money, all right, and the credit that you've got, and you go and you run more ads, for example, and you get more customers. That's just one example of how you can do that. But the key thing here is you can actually use that credit to get more money, and you're leveraging somebody else's money instead of just your own, okay? And if you just leverage your own money your entire life, there's only so far you can get, okay? You're always going to be working within a massive limitation, okay? But when you can start tapping into other people's money and you can start using other people's resources, that's where you really start to get a lot more leverage and a lot more power, all right? And then I'm actually going to leave you with one last bonus reason why credit cards are so awesome, and that is it gives you a safety net, okay? So, for example, I've got thousands and thousands of dollars of available credit, okay? And in the worst case scenario, okay, in the event that shit went down and I was like completely screwed, I had no money, and I don't know, my car broke down and I wasn't able to, do the stuff that I needed to do for work or for whatever. Obviously, I'm my own boss now. I got a couple companies, so it doesn't really matter as much for me, all right, because I do everything pretty much online at the moment. But if you have a job, I know there's a point where I had a job, and if I couldn't get to work, then I wouldn't be able to make more money, okay? It would prevent me from earning. Well, back when I didn't have a credit card, if my car broke down and I couldn't get it fixed, that I couldn't get to work, and there was no way for me to do anything, okay? I was between a rock and a hard place, okay? But once I got credit, the worst case scenario, I have $0 in my bank account, my car breaks down. Well, I can use that credit card to get my car fixed. Maybe it costs $500, all right? Maybe it costs $1,000, who knows? It costs money to get it fixed. I put out my credit card. I can still show up to work, and I can still, earn money, which I can then use to pay down that credit card, and to obviously pay the rest of my bills and everything. But if I didn't have that credit card, I'd be completely screwed, and all of a sudden, now I have no way of earning money. And so I think that's another big thing to consider too, is if you have a credit card and you have a lot of credit available, you have a massive safety net, and when shit goes down, you have options, okay? It gives you a lot of different options, and it buys you time. All right, so those are really the main reasons. Again, the three biggest reasons why I think credit cards are the greatest thing ever. And then also that bonus reason as well. So hopefully you guys found this enjoyable. I do have some links for some of my favorite credit cards down below in the description of this video. So definitely check those out. These are cards that I personally have myself. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. These are things that I currently use, all cards that I have. So if I'm using them, I feel like they're good enough to recommend to you and to have you check out as well. I don't recommend things that I don't personally find valuable and find good, all right? So go down below this video, check out some of my favorite credit cards. Now, these are affiliate links, all right? At least some of them are, not all of them. And what that means is if you click on the link below my video, I will make a small commission off of that. But again, these cards are all cards that I have, so I'm not trying to, peddle some type of, like crap on you. This is all stuff which I personally use, okay? Again, just go ahead. If you do sign up for the card, please use the link down below. I'd really appreciate it. It would help me continue to make videos like this. But overall, whether or not you use those or not, hopefully you find a lot of value in this video, and have an awesome rest of your day.